Have you ever bought anything on Silk Road?
No, but I did meet Ross Ulbricht's mom.
Yeah, I had her on here too.
Yeah, she was a very nice woman, and I'd love to reconnect with her because we were on Skype, and I was like trying to, help her out, but I was like 17, so I didn't have shit. But now I have a platform, and she just wants her son home, and
isn't it crazy the sentence that kid got?
They made an example.
Quadruple the sentence of El Chapo.
Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Or double El Chapo sentence.
Yeah.
Something insane.
It's a little sad, man. But this is what happens when you have people who are kind of figureheads, and they want to crack down on it.
The kingpin charge.
Yeah.
For some kid that just created some eBay for crypto eBay.
It goes back to that whole like unintended consequences of what you're building.
Yeah.
And then people start using it for nefarious acts, and you're like, but it's with everything. It's like people are like, oh, cryptocurrency, like, isn't that, what people use to buy drugs? I remember somebody told me that at a bar one time, and it was a buddy of mine. I was like, bro, you smoke pot, right? He's like, yeah. It's like, what'd you pay your dealer in? It's like cash. Like, yeah. The cash is used for nefarious things, like any medium of exchange is, so it's ridiculous. The same thing happened with who Burner is?
Yes. He's the guy.
Like the drug dealer to the
Burner.
Cookies guy?
The cookies guy.
Cookies. Yeah.
So
luckily he was rich enough at the time and probably connected enough, but he had like an absolute fiasco of a launch of some social network that he launched, and it was like the social network without censorship. And the whole thing like immediately blew up, and he was probably facing the same sort of charges because now he had this like free social network with no moderation, and immediately was like drugs, sex trafficking, just like the worst of the worst type
Nazi
stuff.
memes.
All that. And it was like he got out of it, but like he probably would have been facing a lot of the stuff
that's so crazy though. I mean, that's the craziest thing that you make these people responsible for the users of the platform.
Right.
Well, like, they walked so that we could run. They did the hard things, even like Charlie Shrem.
Yeah.
This is another example of that.
Shout out Charlie Shrem.
Yeah. Like, these are the innovators that, have paid the price for innovating, in my opinion.
What happened to Charlie Shrem? He lives in Sarasota, I think.
Yeah, awesome guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He was like one of the first crypto exchanges in the world.
Yeah.
And they ended up doing like crazy volume. And because of I think it was because of the Silk Road stuff. This was years ago. I was before my time. I was like 12.
They got him on a not having a money transfer license.
Yeah.
It was something like that, and it was over something ridiculous that he, when it was brought to his attention, he took action too. Like there was no reason for him to get pinched like that. It was completely messed up, and it was, and then obviously like I mean that was at a time where it was like the equivalent of trading like tokens on a video game. You know what I mean? Like, and they're like, well, you don't have a money transfer license, so jail. like
how long did he spend in jail? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
It wasn't that long. I think he got out like pretty quickly.
Okay.
But it was still like
they made a whole documentary about it, I think.
Yeah. It's been years since I like researched his case, but we've had a few interactions briefly.
But he's definitely, I would consider, he's absolutely a crypto OG.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about like crypto OGs like Charlie Shrem, Eric Voorhees, like a lot of those guys.
Winklevoss twins, man.
Yeah,
Mark Zuckerberg made off with his bag, but they got theirs too, man.
Yeah, like these are.
Yeah,
like,
their story is crazy, right? They were in like Mallorca or Ibiza or something when they learned about Bitcoin or something, and they had just got paid their first $1 billion, and they put all of it into crypto.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild. Imagine if it went the other way, They'd probably be serving us fries at the drive-thru.
Yeah.
But hey, man,
that's the crazy thing about it, though. I mean, you don't know where it's going to go, and you set it's like you buy an NFT today for $100,000. It could be worth $150,000 tomorrow, and then you sell it, make $50,000, but then 2 weeks later, it's worth fucking $1 million, and then you'd be like, God damn it!
But are you mad? You
still
made
kind
money?
of.
Still made money.
Yeah, but you're still mad.
But
you just got to find the next one.
Yeah.
It comes down to conviction.
So many opportunities.
It's just like betting.
Yeah.
It's just like sports betting.
There's a lot
everything
to
in
it.
life is a bet.
There's a lot to that.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me in my comment section, do you gamble? We have a story about that. But And I'm like, no.
You don't.
I'm like, no, I don't gamble. I gamble for a living. You just have to have the conviction and belief in this technology and the projects that you choose. That's really what it is. Like, you have to believe.
You got to stick to it. You can't just dip your toe in and expect to win.
I mean, you can. I mean, you can dollar cost average into Bitcoin and have your nice, 2-3x gains over time. However you want to do that, in my opinion. No financial advice. I always got to say that.
No, you don't.
I like to say it.
I've told you this too. Like, everybody's hung up on like financial advice and like.
I don't want to sound like a dick. Someone's
What?
gonna.
Yeah,
So
everybody
many creators
says
go, "This is not financial advice," and like give a whole disclaimer.
What are they worried about?
So it's one, you only have to worry about that if you are an actual financial advisor and you're registered, and two, if you're blanketing it on media to people, it doesn't matter. You can literally tell people, buy Bitcoin. That's it. Like, but if you're telling it to a blanketed audience and it's not personalized to a single person, it's not financial advice.
I think it's just one of those things where like they saw somebody do it and then everyone just copied
Everybody
them.
does it.
They don't know why they do
it's
it.
My
They
biggest pet peeve.
Well, also, it's like you don't want to be that guy, that's like, this cryptocurrency is going to this price, and it's going to happen, and I'm certain of this. I have my inside sources, this and that. And it doesn't happen, and you look like a jackass in front of everybody. Because,
Is that what Richard Hart does?
No.
Okay.
But this is just like some of the stuff in the crypto scene, like everyone's always talking about going to the moon and this and that. I like to, like I said before, bringing it back. I like to do realistic outcomes and expectations because it's not all sunshine and roses. It's not a rose garden for y'all. It's trial by fire, dude. You're gonna come in here, you're gonna get your ass handed to you probably, but it's the only way you're gonna learn. It's the price of your education.
Too many people try to jump in and just want to get rich overnight, and it's like. I have buddies who like come to me and they're like, I want to trade NFTs. And I'm like, you should not be trading NFTs.
No.
Like start with like small investments.
Dude, you can make, but if you have the money to buy one of those apes, you can make so much money flipping them.
So the way
pretty much every single ape that's for sale, you can look at. It was bought 20 days earlier for like 50 grand less.
Well, you don't even need that
Yeah.
much money. You can
That's
flip
true.
NFTs for a couple $100, man.
There's so much
pull up the
so
Invisible
many.
Friends. Like the Invisible Friends right now, huge. I think it's going to be a blue chip right off the bat.
Really?
I was looking today to get whitelist
On OpenSea?
Just look up Invisible Friends NFT. It's not out yet.
Okay.
Because
It's not out yet.
You can tell when these NFTs are coming and when they're going to do well. Just by like being in the space, you'll know. The Invisible Friends, I think, are 7 to 9 Ethereum floor price when they drop.
Really?
7 to 9 Ethereum.
Oh, those are kind of cool looking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
7 to 9 ETH is
That's
my
super
prediction.
dope. Are
Are
they
you
animated
whitelisted?
like this?
Yeah.
Are you whitelisted?
Oh no. So you can actually get whitelisted if you buy.
Those are sick.
You have to have 4 NFTs from the previous collections of this artist, and it costs, and it's like $28,000. So I'm sitting here, I'm looking right now, and I'm like, do I want to spend 28 grand to get,
whitelisted?
To get whitelisted, but like, dude, the rare ones of these, holy shit.
I mean, so if you get whitelisted, you buy 4 of his previous NFTs, you get one of these for free?
No, you get the opportunity to pay for
The
one.
opportunity to
And they're
buy
going to
one.
start at what?
Oh, I don't know what the price is for these. I was looking at them this morning. They're not like overly expensive.
They're dope. If all of them are animated, like these rotating, like these looping GIFs, that
Yep,
would be
they are.
super sick.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And like, dude, it's impossible to get one. The public sale will be over in a quarter of a second, and it's gonna go to the people who pay 30 grand in gas
It's like
fees.
the hate beasts.
30 grand in gas fees?
It's front running each other. Whoever's got the most money to burn wins. You basically have front run competition. These things, I want you to go
crazy.
back and look at them. 7 to 9 ETH is my thoughts.
It's like hate beasts.
Yeah.
Hate beast drop 7 to 9 ETH floor instantly. Everybody knew it, and everybody was trying to get in on that whitelist, and they couldn't.
No.
What are those worth?
7 to 9.
I think,
ETH.
yeah, about
Still?
there.
Yep.
Well, they started at 6. They got to 7 pretty quickly. That was uncommon for an NFT project like that. Usually after reveal, the floor prices tank, but they're
To
still
give you an idea,
going
that
up.
their Discord, I think, was 400,000. It was like 400,000 people in their Discord. That's 4 times the size of ours
Yeah.
for one project, right?
That's not even out, by the way.
Oh my
And
God.
only 8,000 items. So you had 400,000 people competing for 8,000 items.